Hi, I'm back. Yeah, we're gonna jump straight into the video. As you can see by the title today, we're gonna be doing. Let me get my phone. We're gonna be talking about reality no one will tell you about adults. Adulting does seem fancy, and it seems like it's the most beautiful thing and wonderful thing that could ever happen to you. But I'm gonna tell you this: it is not. Okay, you're gonna love it with time, but for the time being, it is not. So I'm gonna start with what I've noticed, what I've seen, the reality that I've noticed. So, the first thing that I've noticed about being an adult is 88% of the time you're going to be alone. Okay? Let me just say 80% of the time you're going to be alone. And why will you be alone? Just because you're an adult. You fall out with people leave you behind, people just be like, look, I can't be your friend anymore for just reasons that don't even make sense. And you right there, you're like, this is my best friend, and you're gonna end up yourself. You're going to be so alone that you wouldn't even know what to do with yourself. That's what adulting is like. You just don't even know what you want to do with yourself. And the other thing about reality that people won't tell you about being an adult is that you're going to have to work to get what you want. There's no shortcut to that, okay? Either way, you're working. Even if you're taking the shortcut, that shortcut, you're working to even get that shortcut. So you're going to have to work. And work is not fun because number one, you're trying to keep your job, you're trying to be perfect at your job. These are different things. Trying to be good in school and trying to be in school is really different. But with a job, you have to be in it and you have to try to keep it. So it's just hard. Working is one of the hardest things that I've realized being an adult is you have to work. You have to work 9 to 5, whatever time that you work, part time, whatever that is. Maybe you're self employed. It is still work. People be like, oh, you have to have a job that you like. You have to have something that you like. But the truth is, ladies and gents, it's never easy. And then the other thing, the reality that people won't tell you is you're going to have to budget and you're going to start saving. Okay. I know as hard as it is, you get paid, you wanna do your hair, you wanna get your nails done, you wanna go cut your hair, you wanna go do your hair if you're a guy, you wanna go get yourself that color, and you wanna go and get yourself whatever that you wanna get yourself. You wanna take yourself out, you wanna do different types of things, and you're sitting right there and you're like, I need to save. Okay? You have to have a goal, you have to budget things that you do. You don't have anyone to walk up to and be like, um, mom, my lotion is done. Oh, mom, I need this. Mom, I need to pay my phone bill. Mom, there's no mom anymore. There's no mom. So you have to save. You have to, at the end of the year, you have to look at it and be like, okay, this is what I've saved. Or at the end of the month, you have to look and be like, okay, this is what I've saved. Okay. And then the other thing about adulting is that you are going to have to use public transportation, and this is the worst. Because imagine, maybe you are leaving your mom and your mom used to drive you around, or maybe your mom used to give you money for transport, whatever the situation that you're in. You move out, you're a young adult, okay? You're leaving yourself, you're starting your life, and now you're looking like, I need to get a car. But at this point, you don't have money to get a car. I'm not gonna lie to you, your first job is not gonna buy you a car. That's another reality that people should tell. Because whenever you're talking to teenagers, they're like, I wanna get a job, I wanna buy a car. They say it as if when they get the job, they will then buy a car. Dude, you can take even 6 months without getting yourself a car, depending on the job that you're working. But even if it is a good job, you cannot buy your car in your first pay. If you did, well, shout out to you. uh Public transportation is gonna be your best friend, baby. That's the reality. Okay, if you're from a background that's really well put together, well, shout out to you if you have a car. The other thing is moving to a new place. For me, it's just been the biggest shock in my entire life, moving to America. But when you move to a new place, let's say you move maybe to a new country just to go and study, girl, boy, you're gonna have a hard time, okay? you're really going to have a hard time trying to fit in, trying to do all this adulting thing, budgeting, whatever that you have to, because even if you're a uni and you're young adult and your parents are sending you money, they're gonna expect you to save and spend it wisely. So you're like, what? And you have to adjust to whatever prices that they have, especially if you move like abroad here, like going to Canada, America, you're going to have a hard time. Trust me. You're going to have a hard time with prices because things here they're really, really, really expensive. But sometimes I sit back and I'm like, no, they're not really expensive. Like this has always been the normal price, you know? This has always been the normal price, okay? And then the other thing, I don't know how I was holding my mic so close to my lips the entire time. And then the other thing about adulting is that you're going to love your family more. You know, when we're growing up, we're like, I don't like my family. I wish this girl's or this guy's family was my family. I wish this and this was my family. I wish that. I wish this. I'm not going to lie to you. You're gonna love your family. I cannot tell you how many times I call my mom. I miss her every single day. I want to go and see her every single day. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. Miss my mom so much. I miss her so 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 much. So that's the other thing, you're really gonna get along with your family more because you're away from them. People say love is beautiful when you're further apart, especially with your family members. You won't have to get into arguments or anything like that, and you're gonna appreciate them being in your life. Like you really need them. This is whereby you understand that you really need your parents. And then the other thing is you will have money. That I'm not gonna lie to you. You will have money, but it will not be enough to get you what you want. You have money. You're going to get paid. Okay, you're gonna start working. Okay, this is the thing. You're going to start working. You're gonna get paid, and when you get paid, you need to pay rent. You need to pay your electricity bills. You have to pay for your Wi-Fi. You have to pay for your whatever, make your stuff you look, whatever that you have to do with that money. But everything that you're doing is not what you want. Let's say you want to go out every single weekend, but you can't because you're running out of money because going out is really expensive. You don't want to go to Chili's and be like, I went out. No, dude, no, I'm not settling for that. Chili's, I can go there, most of the time. You cannot count that as going out, really. But if you can, well, shout out to you, okay? So that's the thing. That's what happens. And then the other thing that can happen is that you're going to normalize being single. Somebody should have told me that I was supposed to normalize being single. When I was still young, I used to sit down and be like, why are these adults not in relationships? Because I'm from a background whereby my mom was really strict about us dating and being in a relationship. Even our friends, she was really, really strict with who we hanged out with. She was really, really, that type of mother that doesn't want anything wrong to get to their kids. So she really made sure that we didn't that. And I'll think to myself, I'm like, why are these adults not being in a relationship? You see this pretty girl, she's glowing, she's beautiful, and then she's telling you, I'm single. And I'm like, what? How can you be single at this point? But they are single. The thing is, when you're now a young adult, um, relationships are really, really serious. They're not like in high school. Everything is casual, nothing is scary or anything like that. Everything is casual, and you just doing whatever you're doing. You're playing. At the back of your mind, you know that this thing is gonna end one way or the other. Maybe when you're about to go to college, or maybe you're going to move places when you. But now with adulting, it's really serious. This is whereby people are looking for partners to spend the rest of their lives with, and you're out there playing. Like, dude, what are you doing? So people try to be single and learn how to love themselves before they are really going to get into a serious relationship, and you're going to normalize being single. Because for me, when I finished high school, I was like, I want to date. I want to get into the game right now. I want to get into the game. And then I'm in college and I'm like, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? Why am I still single? And when I would try it with guys, it was just like, no, this is not it. This is not what I want. And if you're able to stand up and be like, this is not what I want, you're really a young adult. You're now an adult. You know what's wrong and what's right for you. So, you cannot be like that. This is the reality. You're going to normalize. You're going to normalize being sick. Final thing that I'm going to tell you, the reality that people won't tell you about being a young adult is that your dreams will be shattered. Not shattered as like you can't be what you wanted to be when you were in high school, when you were in primary, um, in elementary school, elementary, middle school. You're going to realize that you're not going to be that person. You're not going to be what you wanted back in the days, because as we grow, we realize what we are capable of, what we can do, and what we cannot do. It is okay. I'm not people be like, you can do anything, you can conquer the world, you can blah blah blah. Yes, it is true, you can conquer the world. Yes, you can do whatever you want, but we all have our pros and cons. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. And if you don't look at your weaknesses and if you don't look at your strength, you're not gonna conquer the world. You have to know, for example, let me put it this way, in schooling. Um when we were in school, our teachers knew, like, let me just give like fantasy name. Let me give fantasy name. So Rose, she's good in literature, okay? And Jethro, he's good in sporting. If Jethro tries to conquer the world and be good in literature whilst he's not gonna conquer the world that way, because he's meant for sports. So you have to look at it. So as we are growing, going doing all the schooling thing, you actually see your strength. You're like, oh my god, I'm really good at math. Or oh my god, I'm really good at bio. I should do something with Medicare, whatever. I'm really good at this. I'm really good at literature. I think I should study theater. I think I should do social work, whatever that you should. So you really look at that and you change, because I know as we were growing up, everybody was like, I want to be a pilot, I want to be a doctor, I want to be this, that. You gotta accept reality and be like, no, I'm not gonna be a doctor, and your dreams are gonna be shattered. But that doesn't mean that they're really shattered. It just means that what you used to think of back in the days is not real. The reality is that you have to be an accountant, okay? Or you have to be a content creator, or you have to work multiple jobs because that's what you're good at. Because there's some people who cannot keep one job. They have to work multiple jobs. They have to change places within like a day. They cannot be in the same place, they'll get bored. If that's you, that's okay. Do not condemn yourself and be like, why can't I just have my dream? You don't have to stick around to your dream so much. If you stick around to your dream so much, you're gonna end up in this situation whereby you can neither get your dream or even get anywhere in the world. So your dreams are gonna be shattered. Those dreams that you had in high school, baby, say bye bye to them. Not everybody will lose these dreams and not everybody will get these dreams. So you better be careful. You better know what you want. Okay. You better really know what you want. I'll say this, the other reality about a bonus reality is, don't be ashamed to go back to your parents and be like, hey mom, hey dad, I seem like I'm not doing it properly. Can you lend me money? Or just say, can you give me some money? They'll still help you though. So don't be that person like, because I'm a young adult, I'm gonna sleep in the streets. No, dude. If it gets hot, just go back home. Okay, just go back home. So you're not trying to be that person that's like, I want to do it. I want to this. No, you don't have to do that today. Okay. So I am done for today. I hope you guys enjoy this video. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you didn't get my name, sweetheart, my name is Tracy Kongolo. And for today, I'm signing out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Bye.